All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I see people are logging on now, but I'm recording this, so if anyone is missing a little bit in the beginning, you can see it in the 5-day group. So as you may already know, my name is Carolyn Marrone. I am the CEO and founder of Team Sweat Your Heart Out, and I'm really excited about this group that we have going this week. I see a lot of potential in all of these ladies that are in this group, and I'm so excited to get to know you better this week. It's been really awesome. And hold on, sorry. Okay. Yeah, so what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to share a little bit about my story and how I got into coaching and what coaching has been able to do for me. And then I have a few girls on our team who would like to share a little bit about what coaching has been able to do for them. So when I started coaching, I had like zero self-esteem, and I had the worst body image ever. I had low confidence, and I was just finishing up my degree. I went to school for teaching, so I finished my degree, and I was starting a summer job, and I had a lot on my plate, and I was like, okay, well, there's no time for me to do this because I have a job and I can't focus on anything else. I can't focus on more than one thing at a time. Like, I can't do that. But I also had that doubt in myself, but I was like, I'm not even happy with myself right now. I don't like how I look. I don't like how I feel. How am I going to help other people like how they look and help other people get healthy when I can't even take care of myself? Because after going to college, I gained a ton of weight. I used to play sports in high school, and then I went to college and didn't do anything. I found the keg stands I was doing instead of headstands, and I was, instead of being active, I was doing a lot of things I shouldn't have been doing, and that was reflected in the way that I looked. So I was like, okay, well, I can't help anybody because I don't even know the first thing about nutrition or health. I mean, look at me. I gained 15 pounds in college from booze and eating cheesy food and greasy food at night that I shouldn't have been. I also, like I said, I was a college student, so I was broke as a joke. I had no money. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't invest money in something that I don't have. Because, if you're in college or even if you're not, the college life is, you have no money. You're spending it all on books and alcohol. So I also had a summer job too, which required me to drive a half an hour. And then I had a full-time job during the year, which required me to drive an hour to work and an hour home. I had grad school, so I was taking classes after work, which were an hour away from my house. So I really had a lot on my plate and just couldn't possibly find the time to fit this in, or so I thought. But I decided to give it a chance anyway. And what I can say is, looking back at this a year, like I've been doing this for a little over a year now. A year ago, I would have never expected to be here on a call talking to all of you. I never would have expected to feel the way I feel about myself. And I never would have met all these amazing people who I have had the opportunity to connect with through being a part of this amazing community. So a year ago, I was teaching. I was working as an instructional assistant. So I was doing like twice as much work for half as much money. I was underappreciated. I had to ask to use the bathroom. Like, it was ridiculous. I just wasn't respected for all of my talents, and I knew that I could do so much more and help so many more people. And where I was I was very sheltered, and I was being held back. So a year into this, I've been able to replace my teaching, my income as a teacher's assistant with Beachbody. So I no longer work in a school. I quit my full-time job a year into this business, and now I work from home. I've also traveled to 2 states and 1 country in the past 5 months, something that I never would have done if it weren't for this opportunity. I've never traveled anywhere out of the country before in my life until I was a part of this, and it was all paid for, so that was pretty sweet too. Um, I have friends in a bunch of different states now too. I have girls out in Cali. I have girls in Florida. I have friends in Virginia, South Carolina, like everywhere. And it's like the coolest thing because I know that I can go somewhere and I'll know somebody and we can go hang out and plan trips and just in Canada. I have friends in Canada too. Yeah, I can't forget you. Sorry. But yeah, so this has just been such an amazing opportunity for me to do something that I love, do something that I'm passionate about, and it doesn't hurt that I can make an income from doing it. And this has also been the only thing that has been able to keep me accountable and to my own personal goals. I used to be a yo-yo dieter. I'd gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, eat really bad and feel bad about myself, and then eat and then not eat and starve and try to get back to that skinny that I thought I wanted to be. But doing this has allowed me to not only better myself, but help other people see the potential that they have and help them reach their fullest potential while staying on track too, because I know everyone's looking at me. I need to be on my best, and I always need to be my best version of myself that I can be. So I haven't gained that 20 pounds back that I have lost, which is pretty cool because that was something I struggled with. I would lose it and gain it right back. And the most important thing to me is the amazing community of friends that I have. Like I had mentioned before, like I can, if I need something, I can turn to someone. I know that someone's going to be there to have my back. If I'm going through something, I know my team is always there to support me. So it's just really awesome to have all of these amazing people who I can call my best friends, because before this, I couldn't count my best friends on one hand. And now I need like 15 extra hands to count all my friends, probably even more than that because there's so many of you guys. But yeah, so that's a little bit about my reservations when starting as a coach and what it has been able to do for me right now. And I wanted to pass the screen, I almost said the microphone, to my girl Carolyn. Is that okay? Can I go to you now? And she is a diamond coach on our team. Carolyn has been with me since January on our team and has been able to reach diamond in record time. It took about 6 months for her to get there. She is so determined and does amazing work. She has a full-time job too, which I'm sure she'll get into. We met in college in nutrition science class, kind of ironic. It's the only class we had together. And I'm going to let Carolyn tell you her story, but I just wanted to let you know how amazing she is before I let her talk. So go ahead. You can unmute yourself. And I think we're frozen, so hopefully we come back in a second. What happened? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, I'm Carolyn. I've been coach since January. I've always been a big fan of Beachbody, but I won't get into my whole story, but because it's kind of long. But I started off with getting the programs from my brother, actually, who got them from a friend. So I wasn't even going through any coaches or whatever. I would always watch him down the basement doing all these workouts, but like, I would never be able to do that. But then I started, he sent me up with Insanity was my first program that I started. And that motivation, first workout with Shaun T. I don't know if anybody is obsessed as much with Shaun T as I am, but the first workout was a freaking fit test, and I was like dying the first time. But that only kept me motivated. And after every workout, I would text my brother because I didn't have a coach and be like, oh, I did this. And it was just kept me motivated and got me excited. And by the end of the month, I was taking pictures of myself. I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't know anything about the Beachbody community or like the online challenges or whatever. And I kept on doing it. I did a bunch of different programs. And then one day I saw Carolyn posting about a cleanse and all these coaching things. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, I've been doing Beachbody for the past 5 years, and Carolyn's posting about it. Like, and she was in my class, so I started talking to her about it. I gave her a bunch of no's at first, but then she finally got me. And I started the 3-day refresh, which is favorite cleanse now. And ever since that, I've been hooked. Said no to the coaching opportunity a few times because I wasn't sure yet. Thinking that, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, or, oh, I'm not going to do anything about it, or I won't have enough time because, yeah, I have a full-time job, work 9 to 5, and I also have my own freelance job on the side because I'm a graphic designer, so my time is pretty much booked. But I gave it a shot, signed up in January, and not looking back. I've loved every minute of it. The online community is great, filled of support system. Everybody's motivating each other each and every day. We all help each other, support each other. We listen to personal development. It's not about just being healthy and fit. It's about being the best version of yourself. And no one's going to judge you for, oh, I ate for a day, or I fell off track. It's about being genuine and helping others, and just being like-minded people who share the same passions as you is incredible, because you all feed off each other. You learn different things, and you really grow as a person. Like, my confidence has risen beyond belief. I went from a person who couldn't even talk on a call to now look, I'm talking like it's no big deal. I love meeting new people each and every day. I have a client, or I'm coaching someone in England, connecting to people in Australia and all over the place. And it's really opened a lot of doors, and you all should join because it's awesome. And the possibilities are pretty much endless with coaching.
Thank
That's
you.
all I got.
That was awesome. I'm so proud of you for how much you've been able to do in like such a short period of time. And I can totally see your confidence is through the roof. Like, you blew me away. I was not expecting that. I am so proud of you. That's awesome. Thanks. All right. I know Jessica wanted to speak a little bit about what coaching has done for her. Is that right? Can you unmute yourself, or do you want me to do it? Let me see if I can do it. Oh, I just muted you again. All right. Go ahead, Jess.
All right, I started this last month. I met Carolyn a few months ago, and I started with the Turbo Fire and Shakeology, and I lost about 5 inches in my waist. And I continued to talk with her, and she introduced the option of coaching to me. And I was a little hesitant, but I did a little bit of research on my own, and I found that, couldn't hurt, so I gave it a try. And in the month, I have hit Emerald last week. Very exciting. But even when I started, I was still a little overweight. I was very depressed. I lost my dad to cancer, and it's been 2 years, and I still struggled with it. And being on this program and being with these amazing women, it has just given me all this self-confidence that I lost a long time ago. It has been a real life changer for me, and also my family and my kids, because they have gotten their mother back. I'm very happy, a lot more energy. And I've lost a total of 10.5 inches. Sorry, I'm really nervous at speaking. I don't do very well.
So you're doing great, girl. You're gonna make me cry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I have really enjoyed this, and I would recommend it to anybody. And I'm talking to a girl now. I don't know if she's on here, but I really hope she is, and I hope that she gives it the opportunity, because I think she'd be really great at it. And I met her in school, actually. We did phlebotomy together around last Christmas, and I really hope she gives it the opportunity. It's been a life changer for me.
No, Thank you so much for sharing that. You're gonna make me cry. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. And I'm sorry I didn't give you an introduction before you started. I was fooling around with the microphone. Um, but yeah, Jessica was actually a customer lead of mine. So we connected through Beachbody actually connected us together. And it's really amazing how that has happened. Like I swear every one of you has been put into my life for a reason. And Jessica, I'm sure you can vouch for that. Like we connected through, I went in my office and saw this new name and I was like, oh, I'm gonna reach out to her and see how I can help her. And it's just amazing where you are right now. You're an Emerald coach. You've been coaching for a month. You're kicking ass. And I'm so proud of you for getting on this call and talking to all these people, because that it's just like really awesome to see you take that step and see like that leadership role that you're like almost there, girl. You're on your way to doing great things. And it's just so cool to see you talk to everyone. So thank you for sharing that. All right, and I think we have one more. Nikki, did you want to speak, or was it you who wanted to?
I can, yeah.
All right, sure. And Nikki is another newer coach of mine. She is also an Emerald coach as well. She's been kicking butt too, so I'm going to let her talk about what coaching has been able to do for Nikki. Go ahead.
All right. I thought that it would be a good idea for me to share tonight, especially because I gave Carolyn a pretty hard time about signing up myself.
Yes.
I was big into, I was convinced it was like this big pyramid scheme. I dragged out my questions for like at least a week with her. I was very hesitant. I was afraid like I was going to really suck at this. And I've actually like been really successful. I've been able to hit Emerald coach myself in my first month. I've been doing this since like the very end of July, and to have the success that I've already had, it just motivates me to want to keep pushing forward. Especially because like I'm not happy at my full-time job, and with coaching, like this is something I'm really passionate about. It's like something I really love doing. And it not only helps like for my own accountability, but like to be able to share with others and keep them on track and help them to get to their goals. To me, that's like super rewarding. It's also helped a lot with my personal development all through most of my life up until recently. I've always been a very shy person. I don't normally open up. I'm not the first to start a conversation. That's really changed with me, which like I couldn't be more thankful for, because I've always been a very quiet, shy person, and this has like really helped. Like I initiate a lot of conversations now, reach out to people that like I always mind would think like, oh, this person hates me, like, which obviously like nobody should walk around like thinking the worst about any other person. So it's really helped me a lot, and I enjoy being part of the team and community that I'm a part of, because I feel like I have like a whole another second family, which is like super awesome. So I can always like have somebody to turn to, and it's just nice to have the support from everyone. Honestly, couldn't say enough great things about our team. Like I am super happy to be a part of it. As much as I gave Carolyn a run in the beginning before I signed up, I'm super glad that I decided to, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Thanks, girl. Thanks for sharing that. I'm glad that you did that too, because I remember all of your questions. I was like, oh my God, this girl. But I'm so
yeah.
I know.
It was excessive.
Like, didn't she ask that question already? Is she like playing with me right now? But no, I'm so happy that you signed up, and it's just been incredible to watch you go from just a coach to an Emerald coach. Now you have coaches on this call. Like that's just so cool to see how much you've grown as well in such a short amount of time. And it just really shows the success that you can have. And as long as you put forth the effort, like you have a full-time job and you have a commute as well, and you're able to make it work. And it's just really cool to to have everyone kind of share like how they've been able to make this work for them and what it's been able to do for them. And I see that Lauren, you're on the call. Would you like to talk a little bit and share what coaching has done for you?
I can.
Yeah, I would like that. I think everybody could benefit from that as well.
I know you're frozen.
We have an interesting relationship, actually. Lauren is from New Jersey, so that's where I'm from. And we actually didn't know each other from New Jersey. I met her when she lived in California through Instagram. So it's pretty awesome that, like we said before, you get to meet people all over, and there's so many ways that you can connect with people. So don't think that if you live from a small town with like 15 people, well, maybe not 15, but 1,500 people in your town, that you can't do this and you don't know enough people, because you can meet people in so many ways with this. So go ahead, Lauren.
Okay. So yeah, like Carolyn said, we did meet through Instagram, and she had started like commenting and liking my stuff, and then I was like interested in what she was doing and saw we had a lot of common interests. And then we became Facebook friends, and then I saw we also had some, so that was definitely kind of cool to have that connection, even though I'm 3,000 miles away. But coaching was something that I actually had been thinking about for a while, because I came out here to dance, and I insane, and getting any sort of real income or job that tolerates my career choice is pretty difficult. So I was trying to find a job that I could do on my own time. And so I was thinking about coaching, but I wasn't taking the steps towards actually doing it or finding out any information about it. And then Carolyn brought it up to me one day, because I am very into fitness. I do aerial dance and regular dance, and I work out all the time. So when she approached me, I was actually immediately like, yeah, actually I have 1,000 questions for you right now. So pretty quick, I was convinced pretty quickly that this was a good path for me. I just needed someone to actually give me that little push to find out the information that I had wanted. But I started coaching at the end of July. Within my first month, I became an Emerald. And now it's something that I spend a good amount of my time doing. I really, really enjoy it. I find it very fulfilling. I was a dance teacher. I teach people aerial now, so it is really rewarding for me to be coaching people and mentoring people through this. But on top of that, the financial aspect of it is really nice, because this is something that I like doing, and I love working out, but to be able to do these things and get paid for it is pretty amazing. For years, I always used to joke to my friends and say, I wish someone would just pay me to work out. That would be great. And that's kind of what's happening now, and that's amazing. It's kind of a dream. So I would definitely recommend it, whether you're someone who is looking to, have a little extra accountability, or you're looking to have a little extra income, or you're trying to find a community of people who you get along with. I think it's been really beneficial to me. I went home to New Jersey to visit a couple weeks ago, and I taught a class, and Carolyn came out and brought people, and it was so great to have that extra support there. It was so nice, because I was planning a class from across the country. I was like, I don't know if anyone's going to show up, and then I ended up having a bunch of people, and these friends who I had been talking to online for all this time all came, and it was just really nice to have that support system and know that there are those people who really have your back. So it's been a good experience.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute myself. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. It was really awesome too when you came to that class, is that's something I've always wanted to do. I've never got to experience that. And then meeting you and having you teach me, it was the coolest thing. And like you said, it was really nice to meet you in person and not just talk to you on a video. But thanks for sharing that. It's really awesome too. Like she said, it's something that you can really get paid to do what you love. And if you can get paid to do what you love, like, I don't see why that would be something you wouldn't want to do. So I believe that's all of the stories that we have for tonight, but I just wanted to just let you think a little bit about your story. You are the only one with your story. So your struggles, your triumphs, your journey is unique to you. So, like, I can't tell your story, and Nikki can't tell your story, Lauren can't tell your story, you can tell your story. So that is why it's so important that if you have that story, and everyone has a story to share, that you really take this is an opportunity for you to share your story and help other people, like, be more confident with themselves through your story. Before this, like I said, I just shared my story with you. When I shared my story online for the first time, I had a lot of people coming to me and thanking me for being so open with them, because they were going through a lot of the same struggles that I was going through, and they didn't really have anybody that they could talk to about them. So through doing this, you not only have the chance to share your story, but you have the chance to help so many other people just by simply doing that. And another thing too, this business, it doesn't play favorites. Like, you heard from 4 of us today, and we're all, or maybe 5 of us, I'm not really good at math, but we all come from different places. We all have different backgrounds. We all have different jobs, but we all have one common interest, and that is to help other people, and we're into being healthy and fit. So we have hairdressers on our team. We have nurses on our team, teachers, doctors. We have graphic designers. We have stay-at-home moms. So there really is no mold for a coach. You can be a coach no matter what you are. And it's just really awesome to see all of you your new faces on this call. And I really hope to see all of your faces again on future calls as a member of our team. That would be really awesome. So I'm not sure if anyone has any questions. So I'm gonna open the line. If you have questions, you can just unmute yourself and ask a question. But if not, I just wanted to thank you again for being on our call. And I will be posting this in the in our team page, as well as the 5-day sneak peek page, so that anyone who missed the call has a chance to watch it. So if you have a question, just unmute yourself. And if not, then we won't have any questions. You can always ask it too in the 5-day group. So if you have one. We're good? No questions? Okay. Well, thank you for coming to this call and taking time out of your busy schedules and your nights to listen to us share our stories. And I hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you all again, hopefully soon. And just keep plugging into that 5-day page, because it is only day 3. There's so much more that you're going to learn over the rest of the week. You're welcome. And we haven't covered everything, but I hope being on this call and hearing us share our stories tonight has helped you get over a couple of your hesitations that you may have had. All right. Well, good night, everyone. Thanks again.